Very
What?
low dead.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
well, you decide to be
Lois Marcus.
scholastic, so that might make it.
Yeah.
You have to know who your enemies are.
Those are some adorable wolfhounds.
Yeah,
Raider
they're
rolls.
not wolfhounds.
I'm gonna roll this. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
50-50 chance.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
You recognize the baying of wolfhound tactics of a creature called a black dog. They are fairies that are extremely protective. They can be summoned to take out tasks by magicians, but most importantly, they are invisible during any period other than when they attack.
Wow. Okay.
They're also large as ponies, so they're bigger than people.
Holy shit. Okay.
Do you share that with your party?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like as you're talking about it, all four of you are suddenly like enormous dogs, just like out of nowhere, rah, just throwing themselves at you. You don't see them until the instant they attack.
Lovely. Well, at least we were up and
Yep.
on guard.
So,
Gladiator like single file.
So Merlin is just sitting by the fire eating. He's got like a paring knife and a piece of cheese, and he's just like, okay, just do good. Try not to die. Looking at you over there, Adwald. Okay, so I'm gonna do the dogs left to right. They're attacking on Adwald, and then Adwald, do you want to roll?
Yep.
Yeah, that one misses its bite.
All right.
Cheeky bugger.
I don't know why it's taking so long between my clicks and actually rolling. Crit!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Why did I just come into existence and I'm still just the same sword skill as you?
Different focus.
839. You knock it unconscious.
Yeah.
It goes invisible as it goes unconscious.
All right. Yay.
Oof.
So yeah, I think this thing like leaps out at you, and you just like practicing the thrust you saw from Sir Basil, just like hit it right in its massive jugular. There's a huge spray of blood, and it like hits you and bounces off, and then like falls on the ground and turns invisible. You can hear like blood spurting out, but you don't see it anywhere.
We can hear it. That's some heavy pressure.
Yeah. Sir Colleen, you're attacked. You get hit. You get the superior, so go ahead and roll.
Take that.
24 minus 8 is going to be 16. They have a knockdown of 22, so he's going to have to roll for it. His dex is 18, so he's got a really good chance. Yeah, he's good. Okay. Sir Sasha.
Yeah.
He hits. You get the superior.
Glorious.
Also, your dog goes invisible, Sir Colleen. At the end of his turn. Sir Sasha, you don't hit for enough to cause a knockdown. With 8, it takes 13, and it goes invisible. And then Sir Marcus, it fumbles. Not good.
All right, take it.
Why?
Colleen's career.
Anosh?
Oh, bloody hell, muted. Okay.
Roll that sword.
Okay, come on, sword.
It fumbled, so just connect.
Yeah. And you could...
I can't fail,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of
Oh,
expecting
nice.
Marcus to fail, too, just
Roll
to be funny.
damage.
Thanks.
Yeah, so
Alright.
you literally stab it down the throat as it like opens its jaws to get at you. It opens its massive mouth, and you get right inside its throat. Fortunately, it pulls back in time to not take much damage. 22 minus 8 is going to be...
14.
My brain's not working. Yeah, 14. It doesn't take enough. It goes invisible as well. For the next round of combat, you guys hear some shuffling all around Sir Marcus. What would you like to do?
Well, unfortunately, there's no perception check. Oh, can we try and make an
There's
awareness,
awareness.
check?
Yes, there is. You're
I
like,
will
there's
try
no
it.
perception. But wait! There is.
Damn it!
Dun dun dun.
Nope.
Where are the dogs?
You're gonna get surprise attacks.
There's
Oh,
the
that's
cheeky
shit.
bugger.
Oh, success.
Fuck you guys.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, mine's not very high. Though.
7 versus Sasha. They get a 9. Okay, yeah, you guys try to find them, but they're using their invisibility avoidance skill, so you
want
don't
me.
detect them.
All right. Well, Adewalt's just going to be sort of, kind of same crouched and ready position,
Defensive.
making sure that
No one's moving
nothing can
around?
get past. Well,
I'll move actually a little bit closer to Merlin,
yeah.
but
Okay.
Move back a little bit just to make sure nothing can get around us.
Alright. So, Marcus, what are you doing?
Marcus is just like looking around trying to find them, but he's unsuccessful naturally. He's trying to listen, but he can't figure out anything.
Okay, so Sasha and Adewald are both moving back towards Merlin, right?
just to make sure that they don't get to him.
Okay.
Although I doubt they
All right.
could.
What are your guys' combat declarations for this round? Actually, I'll go first. All 3 dogs become invisible and are all going to be attacking Marcus.
Fuck.
Lovely.
Cheeky
All right.
buggers.
Let's see. Okay. Marcus will attack one of them.
Which
I'm
one?
gonna.
Anyone.
Does one look like it's more wounded?
Yeah, he'll attack one of the wounded ones.
All of them are injured.
All
for
of them are
so-
wounded.
Oh, so he just attack one, doesn't matter.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? You're all
I'm
going
Try
gonna
to get
move
us
as
to
far
him
away
to help
from
out.
Marcus as I can.
get as far away from Marcus.
The
It
opposite
doesn't
of that.
look like we can actually move and attack this round, so I
Nope.
think we all stay huddled so it can't
Okay.
Yeah.
get around
I'll
us,
stay where
and
I
we
am.
can all reach and hit.
Well, in case something happens to Marcus, I'd like to be able to be at him too.
I'm the
So,
first thing that moves,
You're-
including Marcus.
are you actually moving backwards, Callan?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
So you're
damn.
all going to move together and like approach one of the dogs? Is that what I'm hearing?
Wait, do we even know where they are?
Yeah,
Well,
you
we
can
see
see
them
them
now.
as they become visible.
Okay.
Mainly
attack
because
them.
I want to be around
Yeah,
Marcus
I'm
in
just
case something
I'm
happens.
confused just as to what you guys are doing. It sounds like you're all bunching up, but I don't know where.
I thought we were bunching up around Merlin, so
We
Okay.
were, but then
Sounds good.
Merlin doesn't really seem to care anyway. And now I think that Marcus being surrounded, if he falls over or something, I don't want to be able to be near him.
Wait,
I don't
what?
know what these things are going to do if they make him unconscious.
Rip out his throat.
Drag
That's the issue.
invisibly into the land of the King Savage.
all right, I guess I will join you in that because I trust that Merlin is more than capable of taking care of himself.
So you guys
Yeah.
are all moving together to help Marcus then.
Hurrah, hurrah.
All right,
We'll stay
Marcus.
together from
Let's roll off against the one you can block. You got a 2, so you're probably definitely... Actually, you can't fail to do that unless you roll a 1.
Yeah.
He rolls a 1.
And then he rolled a 1.
Please, please, please.
No, you did.
Aw.
All right, roll your damage. The other 2 fail to hit you. You keep your defenses up. They easily beat them back.
Go, Marcus, go.
Hey,
10 more damage on that one, I think.
18 minus 10 doesn't do enough. That one begins like yipping, and they all disappear again. Merlin goes, "It's okay, it's good, we're good. They're gone. Good job, knights." Yes, they're pack animals. Once you take down one of them, they think again. You almost got a second there. Would have been very interesting.
Did we get one or we didn't get one, I think?
You got,
I got
you
one with
one.
the crit at the beginning.
I'll
It
start
wasn't
feeling
dead
around
though. It
for
was
where
only
fell.
unconscious. The rest of them are actually dragging it invisibly off right now. Like one's pretty injured and on the edge of unconsciousness, and they're intelligent, so they just start talking to each other and decide to pull the last one away. So you guys get 100 glory for defeating 2 black dogs.
Cool.
Yeah, immediately afterward, I was going to check where the unconscious one was.
Yeah.
And there's just
All right.
nothing there.
Okay. You get him to Dorchester. He says, okay, well, I'm ready to answer the question that you were going to ask me. Go ahead.
Marcus looks
Anyone?
to-
I have a boat
Why?
to catch.
Marcus will look to Sasha, like, obviously because Sasha's the leader.
Yeah.
See if he'll step up and ask the tough questions.
Why did you take Robert?
Take Robert.
Oh, Rob.
No.
No, not Robert. The son
Uther's
of the
son.
Countess.
Why did I take Uther's son? Well, I think you know that Aurelius and, various other knights were there at that feast and all got poisoned and died a horrible death, right?
Yes.
You
I
think
remember it
Uther
well.
would have brought his son to that?
How old was his son?
His son would have been like 3.
To a feast like that? Why would you bring your son there?
Why wouldn't you bring your son there?
It's a war feast. He was but a few
He
years
travels
old.
with his whole family all the time. He's King Uther. I should know. I was his magician.
If you knew there was going to be, if you knew that they would die by eating the food, all you had to do was warn Uther.
He already explained that, Marcus.
I have explained that. There's certain things have to happen. Okay. But here's the important part. The boy could not die. It's very important that he lives. Otherwise, bad shit's going to happen down the road. Listen, there's something called Nazis, Churchill. Anyway, they all need the light of this boy.
You have an
he'll be
odd
fine.
way of speaking, Merlin.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Anyway, don't worry about it. He's the once and future king.
Now, Eadwald will say, you have set my mind at ease somewhat on this matter. I thank you for your explanation, sir.
Excellent. Now I'm going to uproot your entire world. Even if you ally with Silchester, you're going to immediately be betrayed by the Countess Ridichan. Well, have fun, boys.
But
Yeah, he's like getting on the boat. He turns around and he says, she's going to ally with Essex. You're all fucked.
Huh.
A dock worker's
That's
going past you and says,
we should
did he
raid
just say
Countess.
something about Essex? I heard that those Saxons, the Count of Huntington's, paying homage to the King of Essex. They say that the formal vassalage is a change in their relationship. The Count Huntington's no longer going to have to pay direct tribute. Instead, his knights will ride under the banner of Essex. They say that Duke Ulfius is urging all loyal subjects of the King Pendragon to all worship and bow before these Saxon invaders. A traitor to the blood, I say. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an Orkney. And then he starts whistling some Scottish tune.
So, I'm going to turn to the rest of the... Sounds like we have urgent business back in Salisbury.
yes, we must tell the Countess Owen of this looming betrayal.
So, on the way back, I imagine we're discussing it. What would happen if we were to ally, not just completely hypothetical, not saying we do so, if we were to ally with Essex, because then she couldn't betray us? Just how would that be possible? Like, what would happen?
We would have to pay triple tribute.
No, but then she couldn't betray us, so Merlin's prophecy would be incorrect, right? I'm not suggesting we do this. I'm just curious on your opinions.
You make
Perhaps
my brain
the
hurt.
prophecy is that we are to be betrayed regardless. Even if we seek to ally with Essex, it would not work for some reason.
How much do you trust in Merlin's prophesying?
98%.
Are you giving him
Ridichan,
Are you giving him a thumbs up on Yelp?
Ridichan didn't seem that untrustworthy to me, so and I really don't trust Merlin.
She did seem tricksy.
Really? I'm confused as to why you guys wouldn't think she's trustworthy.
Yeah, why would you think that?
Because her whole thing about she's someone who is not above engaging in subterfuge because of her whole thing with the table and acting as the serving girl.
Ah, yeah. Okay, all right.
So it doesn't mean she's necessarily bad, but she has that trait of being paranoid and
Weren't you guys plotting some sort of secret entrance into the city by disguising yourselves to Oxford?
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
Yep.
our dearly departed colleague.
Oh, of course.
Who?
Sir Corin, of course. You remember him.
Who the heck is he?
Yeah, your squires all keep talking about him. Apparently he was super important. He's your cousin.
No, he never existed. I don't know what you're talking about.
He used to take you out bowling.
That's what
That's my
Corin's
cousin
figures.
Roman.
Hey, Colleen, you want to go bowling? It's me, your cousin Nico. Yeah. So, as you make your way back to Salisbury, you get news that the war in Cornwall is successful on the part of King Idres. That he was able to recruit more than Earl Urban of Devon, and that the army of Devon was outclassed and took refuge in Exeter. Exeter was besieged. When you finally make your way into Salisbury, the messengers report that Count Urban surrendered and now pays homage to King Idres, finally reuniting Cornwalls under one rule. So the Countess is like, oh, I'm so glad to see all of you. Are you still prepared to go forward with the plan of raiding the Saxons this year? I've been preparing all of the knights. We have several hundred ready to set out toward Essex and King Ail's land.
We heard
Have
something
some-
disturbing from Merlin.
Oh, did you? I have good news. The Countess Ridichan is preparing to ride with us on King Ail.
Merlin warned us that apparently the Countess Ridichan has allied with King Ael and is prepared to betray us.
Countess goes completely pale and kind of like grabs a chair nearby and says, what? No, that can't be. We've known each other for years. She wouldn't betray me over something like this. Together, Ridichan and Salisbury could be very strong. Are you sure of what Merlin said? I've heard that he can be a liar and a trickster. Even from your own mouth, Sir Saucer, you said you would not trust him.
I am certain he said it. I am not certain of its truth.
He did say it, and honestly, I do not want to believe Ridichan to betray us in that way, but Merlin has a way of being right sometimes. Though he sometimes lies to us. It does not seem like he was lying at that time.
What shall we do? What are our new plans?
Lady, I would not believe the wizard Merlin. Perhaps we should ask Lady Ridgeon ourselves whether she has done.
You cannot ask the person who plans to betray you if they plan to betray you.
Ask her if she plans to betray
I would
us.
swear.
Yes, I'm
I will
sure she
swear
won't
upon-
lie on that.
As you have this conversation, a man comes running in and says, Countess! I have news. Messengers from the north have brought word from the Countess Ridichan. Apparently, they have surrendered to King Ael. They are taking the oath of homage to avoid tribute. All of Ridichan now belongs to the King of Essex, as does the Huntington's lands. Truly, they are the largest and most unified force of Saxons, and Countess, they say that they're about to ride on Silchester. What should we do?
I say that we join with Silchester in
Clearly, we
providing.
must defend Silchester, yes.
They are the only non-Saxons left near us. If they fall, then we are left alone.
Are we prepared, then, to enter into open conflict against the Saxon aggressors? Against English knights?
My lady, open war is upon us whether we want it or not.
That's a good line. So, Sasha, are you prepared to ride and lead my armies for me?
War's come to us regardless. We have to go for it. I am ready.
Alright, so she calls in a scribe and says, as Countess of Salisbury, I charge you, Sir Sasha, as Marshal of my armies. Take the war to my enemies, and wipe them out, all of them. These Saxons can no longer be tolerated on the shores of my people's land. Spare only the English knights, and the men among them who claim Britain blood.
The cheer goes up. Hurrah!
She signs it, like, in witness under God. Ellen.
Very well, Countess. I will do my utmost to bring success to the battlefield.
Okay.
Marcus will be like, my lady, Christ will be with us.
She says, I hope to God that Christ is with us, or we have made a very grave mistake. So,
Marcus will just ask one thing. He's like, I can actually go and ask Lady Iona one thing before he leaves.
Okay. Yeah, you approach Lady Iona.
Yeah. Okay, so let me make a courtesy roll to see how
Are you, like,
sets.
riding out to her estate while everybody else is preparing for war? Okay.
Yeah, he could prepare as well, but
yeah, like, when you get there, her butler's like, Sir, should you not be preparing for the coming conflict? We have already sent all of our levies out.
I have dispatched my squire to prepare, and I shall be arriving as well. But I must see the lady before I depart.
Very well. You should know that she has taken ill.
Marcus seems very distraught at the sound of that.
Yeah, what? So she comes hobbling out. She's very pale, but around the tops and bottoms of her eyes, they're very red, unnaturally red, and she says, Sir Marcus, I see that you are well. I must apologize for my state. I have not been feeling well lately.
Marcus looks very concerned. He says, My lady, what illness has befallen you?
I know not. The surgeons say that this is the touch of dark magic. I cannot say where it has come from. I know nothing of this.
Marcus looks and says, My lady, I ride for battle. I shall pray to Christ that you're well soon, and that I may, and that I shall pray that I return soon to you, and that you shall be well to receive me.
All right. Make a courtesy roll. She's trying to stay away from you because she doesn't want you to get sick, but and her eyes are like tearing up. She's like, "Oh, he's so cool." But can you nail the roll?
You gotta be
You're fucking destroyed. You rolled a 20. You fumbled it horribly. So here's what happens. She's so overcome with emotion, she comes towards you and coughs on you and gets some blood on you.
Oof. Okay.
She's like, oh no. Sir Marcus, I'm so sorry. And she goes running, tears streaming out of the side of her face as she runs back to the house, and she just keeps screaming, I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Fucking dice hate me.
Yes, they do.
Oh well.
Sasha's like, and then the plague infected the entire army. Oh boy.
To war!
Okay, so I think I know this is ending a little early, but we're not totally ending here. I just feel like everyone should know which knights they're taking with you, which knights you're leaving behind. Are you hiring any men-at-arms or mercenaries to come with you? If so, how many? You have, let's see here. You have 200 knights and 300 fighters, whether they are noblemen or kerns or men at arms from the Salisbury army.
200 and 300, you said, right?
Yes.
Looking up the mercenary costs now.
So 200 knights and 300 fighters.
Alrighty. I can either buy 200. I think I'm just going to get 100 footmen.
Okay.
How?
It's only £20 for a month.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, footmen are... So, a man-at-arms for a mercenary is £50.
I'm looking at the original. It has them per month. You're having the per year garrison units, I think.
Price is shown for 30 days of service for mercenaries here.
Where are you looking at? In
Page 17 of Book of the Manor.
Okay.
I'm looking in the original.
Yeah, I think we were using Book of the Manor to override everything, though. That's something we had talked about that we were going to use.
I don't know.
What?
What page are we looking at in Book of the Manor?
Page
17 apparently. Yeah, we had talked about everything from Book of the Manor basically being canon.
I don't know how much I can bring besides my 3 knights.
Yeah, just like the levies and stuff, I guess.
Okay, so let's see here.
So, I will bring...
But a man-at-arms is different than a footman is the thing.
Okay, yeah, so you're just bringing footmen.
Yeah.
If you wanted to bring footmen, which is basically knifemen, in Book of the Manor, those are an eighth of a pound.
Ah. 1/8, that's good. Do a calculator.
All right, Sasha, you're bringing 3 knights. And then your squire plus their squire, so 4 squires. Marcus, how many are you bringing?
I'm actually bringing 160.
Okay, so let's see here. Colleen, you're bringing 160 knifemen?
Yep.
And then how many knights?
Probably just 3 of my knights. Half of them will probably stay.
You're leaving the other knights to defend your castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
leave.
see.
So, I'm going to bring all of my... 6 of my knights and 72 archers.
Okay.
Actually, here. I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to bring 80 knife men and 20 men at arms.
Okay.
That probably seems a little better.
And I'm going to leave my 10 men-at-arms to guard my castle.
All right, but you're taking all of your dudes with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 knights, 72 archers?
Yeah. Since everyone else is bringing footmen, then I figure I'll bring the archers.
All right, you're assigned a second squire. His name is Rupert, and that's Aidwald. You have a new second squire for this battle, just to make sure you don't run out.
Okay.
Each of you is also assigned a page. Sir Marcus, what are we looking at for you?
I'm just typing it out.
Okay, excellent. And let me know whether you're emptying out your castles of knights or not. The other thing to be questioning is whether or not you're bringing any siege with you.
Are we going into a siege battle?
Are you?
I mean,
Siege.
Well, we'll be making siege over there, so we'll carry, we can spend the money over there.
I will bring my engineer. Well, no. Engineer is going to stay at my castle
Okay.
to oversee any siege of my home.
I've spent all my cash on these.
Arthur,
Yep.
Have
can the steward learn some skills other than stewardship? I mean, can he learn siege after he finishes?
You would have to hire an engineer.
Yeah, I don't know that kind of...
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
You would have to get a new second specialist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so I'll hire an engineer as well.
Okay.
I think it's 10 plus 1d6 is what you say it was?
Yeah, for his initial skill. and then he goes up by 1 each year until he reaches 15 skill, and then he has to roll the exact number in order to increase his skill after that.
Alright, your peasants are all left behind to defend
Okay.
your castles.
So he starts off with 16. All right. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you're bringing this new siege engineer with you?
No. Leaving him
Leaving
behind.
Okay.
With
And
Hendrix.
what's his name?
Let's make up a name for him.
Polonius.
Yeah, someone
Sounds good.
Italian. He's experienced. He studied on the continent.
So he's like, Escuche, excuse me, Sir Marcus. I will defend this castle with everything I got, but I got to tell you, it's all mixed up. You got the ditch and a rampart, and it's not well defended. I'm gonna do what I can to rearrange everything so that it works right. Can you understand my Latin?
Marcus nods. Yes.
Oh, excuse, signor. Okay. Do any of you want to force your peasant levies to march with you? You can, but it takes a drain on your manners during the off-season.
Since I don't really have much to defend, I definitely don't want him out.
Okay?
Yeah, I think we should have peasant levies. Like, I'm leaving behind enough to protect the one manor, which has
castle.
like the home manor. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
All
I
right.
think I will. It's a severe emergency.
Let me know how many levies you're bringing.
How do we calculate the levies for the new manors?
You just multiply it
Yeah,
by
your
how many
first
manors.
manor should have had a certain number of levies. You multiply it by the number of manors you have.
So,
Oh, that first
how
roll
do you
is your-
figure out your number for a manor?
Wait.
I can bring some then, I guess.
Also, I bring more knights. I just realized we have lineage knights that we can bring as
Yes,
well.
I've been telling you, you guys have lineage
Oh,
knights.
so
You've
I
just
will
been
bring all
ignoring
my
me.
lineage knights.
Well, let me know how many knights that is. I want to
Okay.
know. Audience, you can go back and watch it again. I've been like,
Well,
you
the
know,
thing
you
is,
have like
my
old
lineage
knights.
died in that big battle at.
Well, it's like,
Okay,
I mean, I had middle-aged knights when Dobbin was around.
right.
They still-
Well,
there's-
they should be there. Yeah.
Oh.
Again, this is why you guys have family trees, so you know how many knights you have. Yeah. That's also why we have cousins that get murdered and then new cousins get born, so that you got those knights.
So everybody on our family tree that's of age that is a male
Yep.
is a knight.
If you want them to be, yeah. I mean, you're the sugar daddy of the family, so you're basically in control of whether somebody's a knight or not. If you want to be like, pick up thy sword and shield, cousin. We ride out now against the Capulets. Then your wife is like, no, sheath thy longsword. That's one of the best scenes in Romeo and Juliet, right at the very beginning, where they got like the longsword is like a extended barrel pistol mounted up on the side of his limousine. Yeah, that movie was freaky.
I am bringing just the full
So
army
what's the
into this
peasants
battle.
per manor?
Okay, so are you guys encouraging the Knights of Salisbury to bring their peasants as well?
Of
Yep.
course.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
If-
die in that.
And if we're gonna put, let's see, my let's see, knight arms, let's see, so
Sasha's
Here.
bringing another one.
I'm gonna bring all the knights of my knights I'm bringing, so that's 102 more.
Okay.
You'll let me
So
calculate
what-
then.
So what is the number of peasants per manor? For
You should
a
have had to
peasant levy?
roll for it, the first manor, and then you just multiply it by the number of manors you have. I think it's like 5d100 or something, right? Am I
Okay, so
wrong?
55 peasants is
Okay.
what my thing says.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Sir Marcus, is that 19 total knights or is that 19 family knights?
That's 17 family knights plus 2 of my knights.
Okay, so 17
Wait,
more
you have
family knights.
17 family knights?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently.
You multiply that by each
No, I
manor?
didn't multiply that. That's just a number. You can't multiply that number by more manors.
Yeah, you don't get more for more manors. That's not
I had
how
like
families work.
5.
Well, your
I don't know
family's
if
been
it's wrong. I
dying
don't know
pretty
how I have
quickly.
17 here. It's 17 lineage is what I have.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, I think I have 10 of those guys. Retainers?
I've written as lineage. I don't know. Never looked at it until now.
I'm only bringing half of my peasant levies.
How the hell do you have such? Anyway,
15 manors.
you're counting the other manors as well, like the
Yeah,
ones
Yeah.
you have, which your
You can
knights
bring
have.
all of your manners levies if you want, but again, you guys have all chosen to basically like damage Salisbury in the process because these men are fighting instead of harvesting.
I
Yeah.
left half of all mine.
Whoa! Holy shit!
You got
apparently-
55 base.
Yeah, you've upped your 252 there. Okay, so you picked up another 102. Colleen, and then
I know, I
somebody's
upped
bringing
my 150.
900. Are you bringing all of them? 935 peasant levy.
You know, I'll half it.
I'm only bringing a little bit.
So
around half.
468.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna
I'll
review
have
here.
the
You guys
peasant
let me
levies
know.
of all the manors that I don't get income from.
All right, so Sasha, you're bringing 3 knights and 100 peasants, right?
Yes. Small
Colleen, you're
portion of my
bringing
levies.
80 knifemen, 3 knights, 20 men at arms, 7 lineage knights, and 252 peasant levies.
Yep.
1 second while I type out everything. So
All right.
468 knights, 72 archers, and, peasants, I mean.
Marcus, you've got 2 knights, 17 family knights, and 100 levies.
Yeah, 70 knights,
All
70
right.
family knights, 2 knights, and 100 levies. Yeah, about half my little less than half my levies. Yeah.
Aidwald, you have 6 knights, 72 archers, and 458 peasant levies.
No, I have 11 knights total, 72 archers, 468 peasants.
11 knights total. Okay, so
11
I have
total.
6. Oh, you picked up 5 family knights, that's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wouldn't this
and-
make me a banneret if I had these guys? But I guess it's just family knights. They
Yeah,
aren't,
they're family
don't-
knights. They're not.
They don't
fight.
count for purposes of.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do the calculations here as to the total size of your army, which is actually going to be pretty considerable. So you have 200 knights plus 300 fighters, 2,000 peasants plus 103 plus 83, 20, 252, 7, 6, 72, 468, 5, 2, 17, 100. And then to add squires, you have 4 for Sasha, 3 for Colleen, plus 7 for his lineage knights. Aidwald has 8 squires, plus 5 for his lineage knights. And Marcus has 17, plus 3. You're marching with 3,782 men.
Whoa.
Now,
Okay.
wait till we see the
And
other
women.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a large
Yeah,
battle.
you
though.
basically emptied out Salisbury. You're not marching to raids. You're marching to war at this point.
Yeah.
To war.
I thought that was what we were.
Yep. So let me ask what the overarching plan is. What is it? You have basically an army the size of what you previously would have seen under something like Uther, like a small army under Uther.
I think
It's-
we were supposed to meet with the Silchester Knights and then
Move downward.
base and destroy.
I like the Silchester Knights are probably like as you're arming up, they're probably just getting word. So like you're gonna get to Silchester and they're gonna be like, okay, let's ride.
Well, in that case, I think we're just gonna meet them and then go destroy the incoming army. Find a
Destroy.
What
find
incoming
a
army?
appropriate.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
Pick a field of battle and yeah.
Yeah, pick a field of battle and prepare for them.
Okay, so
Or just keep on trancing through down into their territory.
Well,
That's
they'll
a thought.
probably be upon us soon. Like they're marching towards us already. I'm guessing.
They're
right?
marching towards us. I think we should find a terrain that is to our advantage and then wait for them.
Yeah.
Unless they're not marching to us.
so what's
They're
the
marching
plan
to
then?
Silchester. That's one thing we know.
So
We know the road
Are you
they-
setting up to defend somewhere in Silchester?
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll send out scouts to keep an eye on the army. Obviously, like we're not.
we're going to also keep advantage of our message network in case they divert to Salisbury.
Okay. Are you defending in Silchester in a castle or a manor, or are you going to meet them in a field?
I think in a field.
What's your criteria here?
I think field.
What's the size of their forces look like compared to ours? We don't really know, right?
You have no idea. All
So-
you've been told is that Ridichan is marching.
So if they're coming from, perhaps we will try and meet them at the ford by Donington. That seems kind of their general path.
Okay.
So somewhere we have some natural terrain to our advantage.
That would stop knights coming from Ridichan, but anyone coming from the east is going to be moving through the city of Silchester. past
Which way
London.
are they going to be coming?
So
Oh,
Riddichani
Essex.
knights are going to come from the north, but any Count Huntington knights and any Saxons are actually going to be coming from the east, from Essex.
In that case, perhaps we...
So there's
Yep.
another question. Are you going to divide up and try to wipe out the Riddichan contingent? Or are you going to, hold and
I
defend
feel like the
Silchester?
Saxon one's a bigger threat.
I say we have the...
I'm smiling so much right now. Everybody's got some gears turning except Kai, who's just like, fuck, I don't want to die again, man.
If I die,
Why don't we have
I'm
the
gonna do nothing but
Silchester
defend.
contingent continue, just hold the walls of the city of Silchester. We will move to intercept the contingent from Riddichan before they can link up, and then we will move against the other half. So try and take out one half before it can link up.
Okay.
One half, I feel like.
Well,
The
of
Saxon
course.
size is bigger. Yeah, one portion.
here's what I'm going to do. If I die, I'm going to create my next character just to kill Sasha, so he can die finally.
I actually had a game of Night Witches on a Monday night where someone created a character to specifically kill another. I have to tell you, it's not an experience I want to go through again. No one was happy with it.
Wow.
Everyone was mad. It's not great.
Not even the person who killed the other player.
Yeah, he actually failed to kill the other person.
Oh.
That was part of the reason he was mad. The other guy was mad that he specifically created a character to get murdered. So, yeah. I think this is a good scene to go out on. Like, everybody shouting orders, preparing for war. Marcus is, like, going off to talk to his girlfriend. I feel like, Marcus, if you could win enough honor in this battle, you'd probably be given permission to marry that girl.
Yeah.
And if not, you can marry her anyway, and then ask Countess Ellen why you gotta be so rude.
Why you gotta be so...
Alright.
Exactly.
Anyone got any parting thoughts before we close here for the Battle of Donington?
I feel like this is gonna end so badly for us. I have a bad feeling like we're gonna get attacked at Salisbury, or the army, all the forces we brought get wiped. Let's see.
That's why I keep saying that maybe they're not actually marching to Silchester.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I like the fact that you're worried about it means you're committed enough to the game world, the fiction, and the characters that you actually care. Which is good. I already know what you're going to meet in Donington, but I'm not going to tell you because I want to fucking cliffhanger the shit out of you guys because I never get a chance to
You
cliffhanger
are.
anything. I always like to be like, let's end on a nice resolution. We already know everything that happens. Fuck
Fuck
it.
how it's supposed to end, Arthur. Let's just go for half an hour. Come on.
Nope. You're marching on Donington, and
Let's-
all you
let's do the
see is the
entire war
black
right now.
smoke.
Entire war now.
Yep. You're marching
Come on,
on
Arthur.
Donington. You
Got
see a
10
war
minutes to
camp
do it.
outside the city.
Nope.
Nope.
This, Arthur. Come on.
Nope.
Come on, who
Viewers
wants to stay up
they
another
want to
hour?
know.
No, we're not. We're ending. Sorry,
Viewers
guys.
want to know, Arthur. The
I'm
viewers
Keep
literally
going,
hitting